do 3 Ong Namos and 3 Adgure Names. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Deep inhale, suspend. Pull up on the root lock, lift the energy up. Tune into the ram's horns in your head. It's Aries season. Make sure they're on straight. Exhale. Relax. I like to listen to astrology things, and Soraya likes to share it, so here we go.
Oh, right. Actually, so we're talking about the ram, yeah, so I know I'm trying to do my ram's horns here. So, you know, when you picture a ram, what's going on? You know, you often see them, yeah, like butting horns,
be
yeah.
Careful.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a fiery sign. It's a kind of Mars-driven sign. It can be a little bit argumentative and a little bit stubborn. And, you know, get into collisions and even seek out collisions. So, you're going to keep that in check. Yeah. And obviously know that, you know, that's other people have got their horns on too, right? So, yeah. So all that energy that's really Aries is, you know, like this up ahead, it's the mental capacity for clear thinking. It can be even be the face, you know, if it's anything from here upwards. And it's also about energy, you know, this fire, this spark, this energy to move forward. And then what happens if you're not going in the direction that you want, that you can move that energy to? That's when you're most likely to get into a little bit of headbutting.
You know what I see? I'm seeing this, like, okay, we've got our horns here, and we're like going this way, and our horns are like, and it's just this like, and this inner battle too.
Yeah.
And I imagine the inner battle is where the outer battle really comes from.
I would imagine so too.
I think it's not even an imagining thing. It's what it is.
Yeah, so it's like, it is really time, as Laura Christine very nicely said, put your horns on straight. And, you know, talk about everything being in perfect alignment, because if you're in the I Am group, or even if you're not, this week's card is I Am Royal. And I don't have my deck here because I actually gave it to a really good friend of mine while I was in California last week, and I haven't opened a new deck.
I could have brought mine.
I know, I just remembered it. I went to my altar, I was like, oh. But the card is a woman with a crown, and it's always wear your invisible crown. So what does that mean?
Well, check this out. So I'm developing, this is kind of a plug, but not really because it's not ready, a coaching program for people like me who tend to shrink around others in their vicinity who are ready to like stop doing that. And I created this checkpoint thing about the crown. So check it out. C is confidence. Are you confident? If not, straighten the crown. R is radiance. Are you feeling radiant? If not, make sure that crown's on straight. Opulence.
Jewels.
Dude, opulence. How rich do you feel? Rich, not how much money do I think I have. How rich do I feel? W, I'm thinking about wonder. because that brings in so much when we have the wonder of a child, right? And N, noble, nobility. Am I being noble? Right?
Crown.
Boom, wear your crown.
Oh my gosh, we're
so aligned.
So aligned. Like when magic like this happens, you just know you're on the path. It's mind blowing. What else is mind blowing is, so that's the thing, wear your invisible crown, be dignified in all situations. Yeah, that's like a...
Yeah, that's a good word.
It's,
dignified.
you know, that's how, so when you pick, you know, and then right now, this week, the Queen of England is very much in everybody's thoughts right now, and I did want to talk about that. But as a reminder, when Laura Christine just came to the house, I went down to the front door to meet her, and she was taking a photograph of the sign that sits outside my house that says the Queen is in residence. And I came out, she was taking the photograph of this, and I was like, oh my God! I wanted to just, you know, not just talk about wear your invisible crown, but I wanted to honor and send out, you know, condolences, respect, or whatever, to the fact that Prince Philip at 99, that's the Queen of England's husband,
which I didn't even know.
You didn't know your royal history. Passed away.
My royal history.
So, yeah. So, there we go. So that was kind of what was going on. But really, to sum that all up, it's about this can be horns, it can be a crown, whatever it is, make sure that you have it on straight, you always have it on, and you have it, you know, in the direction that you're intending to send your energy. I think that pretty much sums it all up.
I love it. Could be a halo.
Could be a halo.
If you want.
Oh my gosh. All right, so enough of that wondrous chit chat that just all flowed through.
Good point. Good point.
And let's move our bodies. We'll do a few simple warm-ups for the spine, and then we're going to move into a lovely, again, simple Kriya, which is for building physical health and mental clarity. And then we're going to do a meditation for beaming and creating the future. Aries is the beginning, the fire starter. It's now like setting into motion the future plans. That's going to be our class today.
So good.
Okay, so finding a nice easy seated position. You can be on a cushion or not. And just begin to rotate your spine. Close your eyes. Direction. Up, all the way up to the head, all the way up to your crown, your horns. Exhale. This time when you inhale, bring the energy down from above, down into the horns, into the crown, into your head, to the heart, and exhale. Beautiful. Alrighty, I think we're going to come on to hands and knees, do a little cat-cow. So, you know how it goes. However feels good. You might want to move your hips side to side or a circle. Peace before me. Peace behind. Peace around me. Gently back into child's pose. Peace before me. Peace behind. And then gently coming up. Peace inside. And then come up to kneeling if you can, so that you have your heels. You're sitting on your heels. If that's not great for you, then don't do it. But it helps to elevate the spine a little bit. And we're going to do a little breath of fire, ego eradicator, or a charge. Let's go. Elevating everything upwards, your gaze. So you can imagine right now that these arms that are up and the thumbs facing are your horns, your Aries horns, your rams. Navel, a few more seconds. Peace before us, peace behind, peace around us. 3, 2, 1, inhale. To meet, stretch the fingers, and bring the arms down. Just sit for a moment, feel the change in energy. Stretch your legs out. So we can do just a little bit of a stretch here. So I'm moving quite slowly today because I guess it was the airplane travel, but I have, I've got, you know, pretty sore back here. So if you've got any spare little healing projections, you can send it to my back. That would be great.
But
so
we're boundless.
we are boundless.
We all have healing
And
projections.
you know
to
what's
send.
funny? Oh yes, I'll have them. So last night I'm having my own little new moon
Fire
fire.
ceremony with Kid
Fire,
Rock.
yeah. And you know, my husband and I are out there by the fire, and mostly me. I've got Kid Rock blaring out, and I'm dancing for hours by my fire, and I really felt like I danced away my bad back. So I thought, oh, that's perfect. But I was just sitting in a 3-hour acupuncture online class, and anyway, so
Kid Rock's,
boundlessly.
Kid Rock's coming out again later.
Kid Rock's coming on again later. So I'm just going to do a little stretching here because the next movements are all seated. I know.
Oh.
But you can still go. Alright, yeah, that was just a little kind of back stretch for me. Alright, so so now we're going to start this career for physical health and mental clarity. So if you're going to be, you know, thinking about your intentions and setting your directions and your plan, you want to be able to do it with a clear head, yeah? So that's why I thought we would do this one. Plus it's all seated, which means I don't have to move much. So let me just read you the first bit. There's only 3 movements to it, and they're all arms or wrist movements with a specific breath, usually the breath of fire. So what it says about the breath of fire here, well, yogic scriptures say that 500 diseases will not come near a person who moves the navel. So in breath of fire, yeah, it's all navel. Inhale, exhale. 500 diseases will not come near you. Because the navel point totally controls the vayus. So if you know anything about, you know, the system of Ayurveda, the vayus are the pranic airs that move through the body. It goes on to list a whole load of things that is good for, but just know in a list of 500 health challenges, if you do breath of fire, then they're not going to come near you. Okay, so for this, number 1 in this sequence, you're sitting easy pose with your elbows bent, and the thumbs are going to be in under the little finger, the pinky finger. That's your it's called the Mercury finger, the Mercury mound. So you're going to put those fingers in, the rest of the, put that thumb there, and the rest of the fingers are straight up with no space between them. Eye gaze is at the tip of the nose, and you're going to do the breath of fire. You want to squeeze the shoulders back. All right, so you're going to do breath of fire, and then we'll do a couple of minutes of that. When we're done, we'll be doing 3 kind of inhale, exhales, which I'll talk you through. Alrighty.
Are you timing it?
I wasn't planning on. No,
Okay.
we were just going free and easy.
Yeah.
All right, so eyes, tip of the nose, squeeze shoulder blades, and breath of fire.
Yeah.
navel. Minute. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath and squeeze the body, all the muscles of the body. Squeeze tight. Use all that energy you've created now to fire up every cell. Squeeze, and then we're going to exhale through the mouth with a cannon fire. Again, inhale. Squeeze. Squeeze out all disease. Bring the cells online. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. Squeeze. Squeeze. Tight as you can. This time when you exhale, you're going to make a whistling sound. Exhale. My whistle wasn't very good.
Sorry for laughing.
No, my whistle wasn't very good. And let's just lower the hands down and just relax for a moment. Feel yourself totally healthy, totally vibrant and alive. When you pump the navel and you kind of get that digestive fire going, we all know these days that this is the second mind, yeah? You've got the digestive system, and it's closely connected to the mental system. So if you can get a well-tuned digestive system, your mind is going to be clearer. You can have a better memory, you can be able to make better decisions. All right, my lovely. So now, this next one, we're using the wrists. So we're going to be moving the wrists backwards and forwards. The fingers are up, the thumbs are, everything's straight, and you're twisting the wrist, but actually starting the twist from the thumbs, yeah? So it's not really a wrist action directed from the wrist, it's a wrist action directed from the power of your thumbs. Okay, that's an important point. So it's going to be, very jerky, kind of heavy movement, hard and fast. You can again be looking at the tip of the nose, but this time the breath is as slow and full and deep as possible. And there's a side note here that says if this is like really painful for you, or you kind of hardly do it, that you've probably got some kind of mineral deficiency. So you can check that out. All right. Eyes on the tip of the nose. Long, slow, deep breathing. inhale. Hold the breath in, tighten all the muscles and move the hands as fast as you can. Exhale. Inhale. Tighten all the muscles. Move the hands as fast as you can. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Bring the hands down. Keep your eyes closed, but if you need to stretch those arms out, shake the hands. Beautiful. All right, so now we're on the third and final bit of this Kriya. Again, it's going to be with the arms, the arm movements. So this time your arms are parallel, and the movement is going to be opening them to straight forward and then back, and the actual power comes on the inward stroke. So the arms are not going all the way out, they're just coming straight forward from the elbows. They stay parallel. So it's going to be a little bit like that. Let me see what the breath is doing. So it says, yeah, pull the arms in heavily like a hammer blow with full speed and strength. The mouth is O-shaped, so the cannon breath with the O-shaped mouth, breath of fire, cannon breath. Okay. This exercise is for the heart and the heart center. Alrighty, so let's go. Breath in, move the arms as fast as possible, let the body shake. Exhale, inhale, move. Exhale, last one, move the body. Shake energy into every cell of the body. And exhale. blimey.
That's a lot of energy.
That's a lot of energy. Literally,
Woo!
my heart is popping out of my chest. That is definitely for the heart. Oh my goodness. Wow. How you can move that much energy
by
while
sitting
you
down,
seated.
right? Arms.
Yeah.
And visualization, even. I mean, there's so much we can do. We're boundless.
We're boundless. We don't have to go anywhere. We just see it here. Oh, those yogis.
Oh, I know. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
That's
Alrighty.
a good one. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
So here we are. So let's just think now. We're gonna be moving into our meditative mind. This is the meditation for beaming and creating the future.
Can I talk about the mantras quick?
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing 2 mantras during this, and I think the first 2 sections, maybe the first only, and then the second 2, well, whatever. I'm going to play 2 mantras, and the first one is the mantra of miracles, bringing you to the realm of miracles, and the second mantra is the mantra of bliss, bringing you into bliss. So,
miraculous bliss. Right?
Like, that's a pretty awesome way to create the future. So we're also going to do the meditation for it. So go ahead.
Oh, that's fab. Yeah, when I was in Lake Tahoe last week, I went to this state park, which was called State of Bliss Park.
I
and
saw
I was
that.
like, oh my gosh.
Awesome.
I'm in the state of bliss. Alrighty, so we're going to have those fabulous mantras. So, you know, these mantras, and they're as much part of the practice that we do as the breath or the movement or the intention. You know, when Laura Christine's singing these, they are adding so much exponential power to everything that we're doing. So we're just super blessed to have you sing these mantras so amazingly. Okay, so we have done this mantra once, this meditation, all the M words, I'm getting my M words mixed up, once before, and we totally loved it, and we thought it would be a great thing to do for this Aries new moon, where we are encouraged, supported to make big plans, like for the future. So not just, you know, little plans for next week, but big plans for the future. This is Aries, the beginning, the fire starter. We've had lots of opportunities, and here we are now in April, and this is kind of, you know, we really need to get going, yeah? So, however you like to do your intentions, but speaking them, creating I am affirmations, writing them down. In a moment, I think I'm gonna, you know, share a bold vision, and I'll invite Laura Christine to do the same, and, you know, for you to do the same too. So let's just think about this meditation. Again, it's in 3 parts. We've done, so it says, after clearing the mind and other distraction thoughts and attachment, it has tremendous capacity and creativity for focusing and beaming. So we're beaming into the future. So we just did that really energizing Kriya, shook up all our distractions, and now we can focus, okay? So we're going to become still. We're going to project the mind to create the future and the relationships that we want with the world. So step 1, we're going to sit in easy pose. Stretch the spine up, be very still. The eyes are closed, hands are in Gyan Mudra on the knee. You're going to take, this is a breath. You're going to take a deep breath in through the round open mouth, so like you're sipping in through a straw. And then you're going to exhale through the nose slowly and completely. So we're going to do that for a little while, and that will just bring you into this absolute state of stillness and clarity. Part 2, we're going to inhale and hold the breath comfortably, and as we hold the breath, you're going to meditate on 0. So you might see the 0, you might see the word, you might just see a blank empty space, but you're going to meditate on 0. And I'm going to talk you through thinking this way. All is 0. I am 0. Each thought is 0. My pain is 0. The obstacles are 0. That problem is 0. Yeah, that's the, you're just bringing everything to 0, like clean slate. Part 3. Now you're going to think of the quality or the condition or the situation that you most desire for your complete happiness and growth. What do you desire? And you've got to be able to summarize it in a single word if possible.
No, not if possible. You have to.
You have to. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah. Single word. Health.
Wealth.
Wealth.
That's all. Just
California.
California.
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
Kid, is that 2 words? Kid Rock. You know, whatever it is, yeah. Education, whatever, your word, you decide.
Power, grace, whatever.
Then you're going to lock onto that word and thought and visualize facets of it. So it's just one word, but you're going to visualize, even as you say that word, all the facets of that, the relationships, the situations, the whatever, but just by beaming this word. Okay, inhale and then suspend the breath as you beam the thought into a continuous stream. Yeah, to create the future. Lock into it. Okay, so that is so powerful. And I, you know, that is, do you have a...
Do I have a what?
A word or a vision or something that you want to share that we can put out there?
Well...
If I was in a class, right, I'd be asking everybody if they want to share.
So I get to share, you put me on a spot?
Yeah, sorry.
Gosh, yeah, for freedom, boundless. So I'll pick boundless, and part of that is freedom, right? That's a facet of boundless is being free. Boom. Thank you. What about you?
Well, I'm going to lock onto that California word, yeah. You know, as you all do, I've been wanting to move to California for years now, and you know, I was going San Diego, but my husband's definitely like, he's lived there, so he's lived there before, he doesn't want to live there. Anyway, we were just in Folsom and Lake Tahoe with our good friends Wozni and my Kundalini sister Hannah was there, and Ivona, and I just fell in love with that area. Oh my gosh, and my husband fell in love with it. There were wineries and lakes and snow and countryside and amazing houses for not nearly as much money as here, right? Anyway, so it just solidified more and more why I want to move to California. So with my husband and my 2 dogs, let me just bring that package in there, right? I want us, my family, to move to California. That's going to be my beam. All right. Please say aloud for a moment what yours is going to be. We're just going to hear you through the quantum field. Then make sure that you can narrow that down to one word. All right, let's start. Meditation for beaming and creating the future. Easy pose, still, eyes closed. Drink the breath in through the round mouth. Exhale through the nose. Now take an inhale, hold the breath, meditate on 0. Think in this way, all is 0, I am 0, each thought is 0, my pain is 0, that problem is 0, that illness is 0, that obstacle is 0. When you need to exhale, then just gently exhale, and then do that process again and again and again. Meditate on 0. All negative, emotional, mental and physical conditions and situations 2.0. Insignificant, non-existence. Continue. Part 3. Think of a single word, the quality, the condition, the situation. Lock into that word, visualize facets of it. Inhale, think of that word. Bring it to your mind. You're going to beam it from your third eye, creating the future. Lock into it. Relax when you need to. Start again. want to kind of massage around your eyes. That was a lot of concentrating. And then you're going to move the shoulders and the spine, stretch. Just let all that move through you. Let it all go. Wow.
Isn't that nice?
I just love that meditation.
Oh, that meditation is one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
the
And those
back
mantras
pedal
are
song.
like...
Yes. I think I'm going to make that my 40 days and just play this clip of our...
Yeah.
So we always upload these live videos onto our YouTube channel, Kundalini Bliss 808. And then of course you can, you know, go to whatever part of that video you want and practice daily with us. All right, so I think that wraps it up. Make sure your horns, your crown is on.
Yep.
Boundless living.
Wait.
That was so fun. Alrighty, let's close together. 3 Satnams.
Whew. All right. Inhale.
May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Satnam.
Satnam.